Meet now.
Thank you all so much for your patience. We had some technical problems, so it's resolved and now we're here. We want to thank y'all so much. We hope you are enjoying the cruise so far. This is our first annual Mete and I YouTube Forum Meetup Cruise with our special hosts that we have Verne, and we have Raj.
Right, because that's a lot of channels. That's nice.
So the purpose of this forum is because we wanted people to be able to come together as like a mastermind, to have people learn techniques and styles and different things from some of the best creative minds. If y'all know by now, we got some of the most amazing people in these YouTube streets, in this very room. So give it up for y'all. Locked in with the Wilsons, Alicia Adventures and Cruising, Miranda, and
my channel's not Miranda.
I Love Cruising Royal. Elevate with Etta. Hey, Bobby with Etta.
Sorry, y'all.
We got Parties on the Go. We got TV Travel. We got the Wiley Hustle. Television 3D. Social Couplepreneur.
Did you say?
I said them.
Oh, he said y'all. Okay, got y'all. He said y'all. We got y'all. Okay. Meet us.
But it's not about us.
It's about us.
So if y'all got questions, again, for the panel and the host, please feel free. But if you got a question specifically for any person or topic or a channel, please utilize this time to ask, because I personally feel steel sharpens steel. And so if you got a question, if you want to know a particular skill set that only a certain person in here has, or you want to know how they do it, how keeping the Griffins stay busy, how K-Lamar get reels, whatever question y'all got, ask that question, stand up, whatever. But again, y'all, hope y'all leave here well educated, knowledge, and go out and attack all y'all goals on YouTube, because there's enough money out here for everybody. And with that being said, let's get this YouTube forum started. Coming to the stage! Coming to the stage, we have Elevate with Burns and Point Blank Travel!
What's up, everybody? My co-host Rob, we're gonna do this. Y'all know Elevate with Verne. If y'all don't know, y'all subscribe, and I will subscribe back. So thank y'all again for being here. Me and I, we definitely thank you for even doing this, even thinking of it, because we don't know who knows what. Like I said, it may need help with something. Especially if you're a new content creator, it may feel overwhelming. Oh my goodness, I have to do this. I have to get the biggest camera, the newest this, and it not necessarily. So. We are going to be here to answer your questions, and again, anyone else, if you have a special question for someone else, and what else would you want to say?
First of all, I want to thank everybody for being here.
Okay.
Shout out to Mete and I. Let's give them a round of applause for putting this together. Let's roll, baby. We about to get down to business. And I can tell you, I want to repeat what Mete said. It's not about Verne and I. It's not about us. It's about us. And lastly, I want to say, it's some heavy hitters. Everyone in here is a heavy hitter. I don't care if you got 1 subscriber or 20,000 subscribers. You're a heavy hitter. So that's one of the things I want to touch on today. But other than that, I'm not here to talk about Point Blank Travel or Point Blank Experience. I'm here to get some ideas from you guys. So with all that being said, anybody have any questions? Or let's get it started. And if y'all don't have any questions and get boring, trust me, I got a phone full of topics. A phone full, so.
Anyone? Go ahead, Brenda.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Kelly. I'm Valerie Champion, and I'm on YouTube, but I have a ministry first and I pray. But I'm also a life coach. And for me, as a life coach, it's been hard just coming up with content. So I really haven't been putting any content out there as life coaching, because
mind telling me how many subscribers you have?
Probably 12.
And how long have you been like doing it?
This, your spiritual coach, it actually just started this year. So I haven't been on YouTube as a life coach, but
And you have some videos out there.
I have some videos out there because I do what I call conversation with Coach Val, and I do your spiritual teach about 7 minutes, no longer than 10 minutes of content as it relates to the word.
What is one thing that you're like kind of nervous about, afraid about, or you're not sure about?
I'm not nervous, I'm not afraid, it's just me coming up with content. Because I'm by myself. I work in film, and it's been hard. I mean, I do research, and I just found AI, right? Because I use Canva, so I'm starting to get some little content, but I don't use AI. I want my own original.
Right. Have you been live yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I go live, as it relates to conversation with coach every other Tuesday, the first and third Tuesday, and that's why, because I'm having content every day or every week.
Well, I have a question. With you say you don't have any topics with life coaching. I mean, there's so much in life that we could talk about.
I don't want to say I don't have topics. It's putting the content together. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I had that same problem, believe it or not. As far as AI, and that's one of the topics, I wouldn't touch AI until people get to know you, because AI is not you.
Right.
It's artificial. Somebody like I use AI. I recently started, but I use it sparingly. But when it comes to topics, and I would just take a deep breath, get in a zone, and whatever you want to talk about, you can script it, you can not script it, and just talk and put it up. And it's one of the things I used to beat myself up about. You may not like it, but someone else may benefit from it. Someone else may love it. So I would say I'm not worried about whether they like this topic or I'm having a hard time. Even if it's 3 minutes, just speak what's on your mind. I mean, I have on one of my channels, Real Talk with Rod, and if it hit me, I'll go outside, get in the zone for about 15 minutes. I turn the camera on, I just start talking. So.
I think that's my problem. I like that part. So I feel better just talking as opposed to trying to put something together. Okay.
Yeah.
I think something else you can do is do some tips, like some shorts, and say, hey, this is what I'm gonna be talking about. Join me. And then when you go live, because you have to put yourself out there, like, are you sharing yourself on other platforms? Are you letting people know, hey, I'm a creator now, this is what I do? Are you filling out your description box? Are you, doing your titles and your thumbnails? Because all of that's important, especially with doing premieres, because premieres is like a pre-show. So what happens is you put it out there first, and people, oh, she's gonna go live on Thursday at 2. They have in their mind, okay, let me schedule that, and then they come. So that's just a tip. But you have more questions later.
How long have you been doing this?
As it relates to life coaching, just this year, but as it relates to my prayer ministry, probably about 2 years. But I got that. I get up Monday morning, get on and I pray. That's not the problem. It's me trying to build the coaching area.
I got 2 words for you. When you get in front of the camera, don't care. Just be yourself.
Great. Thank you.
Yes.
Love at first sight. Go ahead.
No, I just say stay consistent. I know we're not as consistent on YouTube just because our goals are a little bit different as far as trying to reach out to other platforms and then bring in people to be interested in our long form. But since you're in that space, just kind of like mental health, and just talking about things like that, I would even suggest stitching other creators. So like, who's your favorite people that talk about mental health? Like, I know, what's her name? Yvonne, what's her name? I can't think of her name.
Oh, yeah.
Ayama, she makes really good, topics and maybe, show people what your opinion is, or weigh on some things in pop culture that's going on that, plays against mental health, like relationships and things like that. I see a lot of people just stitching what other content exists and then putting your opinion on it, and people are like, oh, that's a good take on that, that's a good thought, and then make a lot of those short clips and then kind of get comfortable, because you kind of see what people agree with you on, and what type of opinions they like, and I feel like that will kind of help you drive with your content.
And what was your name again? Val. Valerie, one of the biggest things that people, the biggest mistake is they overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just keep it simple. Don't overthink it.
And you can pre-write it down. So say, okay, on Thursday I want to talk about this. Like make a schedule, a content calendar is awesome. This way you know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. You have to like prepare yourself first. So maybe on Monday I'm gonna talk about this. On Thursday I'm gonna talk about this. Get a calendar, get a notebook. A notebook is super important. If you've ever seen me, y'all see I have like 20,000 notebooks. I'm always writing stuff down. And as you're writing it down, that helps you become a better creator, because now you're like, okay, I can hit this point, that point, and this point, and that, you know, people don't usually do titles, and titles are super important, and that helps to drive you in the SEO, that's called search engine optimizer.
I will say,
What's your
like
name?
I said,
What's your name?
Drake.
Okay.
I mean, let's go. I mean, yeah, I gotta remember that. Anyway, I will say, like I said, don't overthink it. Bullet points will be key for you. I mean, especially when you have a topic, then you don't have to like write out a whole script. Just take, bullet point by bullet point. That way, it gives you an outline of what you want to talk about. That way, you won't find yourself rambling or being all over the place. I mean, and then there's also, we as creators, we get in our heads and we see other videos out on the same topic and say, well, we feel like it would be redundant to even do a video like that. But what I found out is people people want to hear it from your point of view, and if people will appreciate it from your point of view, even though it's 1,000 videos out about the same topic, but people who follow you and subscribe to you, they will definitely want to hear it from your point of view, and that's what makes it unique, and you can just make it your own. So, but yeah, don't overthink it. Like I said, if you choose a topic, just bullet point it out. Don't get overwhelmed into all the other stuff. I mean, because right now you're just trying to create content. Create content. All of the other stuff will come, but just getting content out there is all that matters at this point in your YouTube career.
And keep it short. Keep it short until you get comfortable.
Yeah.
Keep it short until you get comfortable, and then worry about the longer videos, the watch time, the subscribers, and all that stuff.
Tell us the name of your channel again.
Your spiritual coach.
Y'all subscribe to her, help her out.
Next. I know y'all gotta have something. No, don't worry, I got a phone.
What's the name of our channel again?
Your spiritual coach.
Thank you.
Your spiritual coach.
Yes.
Well, we have locked in with Wilson's was first. I got you, Kelly.
Okay, so I have questions about the business aspect. For those of you and anyone that can answer this, that have an LLC or an ESQ, I don't know which one, well, I want to know, did you start your LLC before you got monetized? If you didn't, like, what were your steps to do getting an LLC, and what's the benefit of doing an LLC versus any other?
Well, for YouTube, if you're not monetized, read the guidelines. This is where I come in at to help you. You should not be having stuff saying that you want to pay for it, because it's basically like you're taking money out of your pocket. So anything with money you have to do after you get monetized. And that's what I did. I waited until I got monetized, and then I put my t-shirts out there. I'm a sole proprietor. I'm not an LLC yet. When I get back off the cruise, I have attorneys working with me. I have all these other different authors and things like that. So that is for me. So Rob, what do you want to say?
Yeah, that's a great question. When I started, I didn't start with an LLC. Points Blank Travel was just a channel. But I made a comment to myself one day. I said, you know what? I want to be the Tyler Perry of YouTube. And that's when I created Points Blank Finance, the Points Blank Experience. Came up with the Points Blank Network, and then I created an LLC. For me, it's not a hobby, it's not a business, it's a brand. I don't want to, businesses come and go. Brands, you look at Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, that's a brand. So I would say get your channel monetized first, and then worry about a LLC. Still look at it as a business. Look at your analytics. Look at revenue. You will rarely hear me say when it comes to YouTube money, because I blow money, but revenue I continue to put back into the Point Spring Network. So.
And if you're not a brand channel already, when you go to switch it to a brand, you will lose some of the options that you have. So if you're just a regular channel, you might not want to switch. I think you lose like your comments, you lose like it goes way back. So before you change your channel, if you're not already a current brand, make sure you're looking at that. That's super important.
What do you mean by brand versus the regular channel?
So when you first sign up for Google, everyone gets a YouTube channel. Everyone. That's automatic because they own YouTube. I don't know if you guys knew it, but they own YouTube. So when you do that, it asks you, do you want to be a brand or do you want to be a channel? And there's things and information, again, read everything. Just because we're monetized and we sign the agreement, it may not work for you. So I have t-shirts. I do not have my t-shirts on YouTube because I read the guidelines and I don't want no third party nothing. I want my money coming to me. Some people don't. Some people said, okay, they want it. So that's when you'll have your t-shirts under your channel once you're monetized, and that's good if that's what you want. It just, for me, it wasn't for me. So when you started, it asked you, do you want to be a brand? And then in your settings. Okay.
How do you guys approach people? Even love at first sight. How do y'all network? How do you guys network? And if y'all don't, you don't.
Can you stand, please? We can't see and hear.
So what we do, we just start conversations. She always complains that everywhere we go, I'm gonna talk to somebody. And I typically just start a conversation. Honestly, I got it from Anwar because he said there's no way I'm gonna go somewhere and somebody doesn't hear about my channel. So if there's anybody that says hi to me, we believe I'm gonna start a conversation before we even gonna know we have a channel.
Yeah.
And she's really good about follow up with that because I can start the conversation, but she's really good about getting good and talking about our channel, so we kind of tag.
That's awesome.
And this question is for anybody, not just those. It's for everybody. I'm just curious because I suffer with networking the proper way. So, Griffiths, y'all have a special way? Or?
Yeah, for us, when we record any videos or even if we go out of town, we always make sure we have a branded shirt. So at least one of us has a branded shirt. Even like me, even if I don't have the shirt on now, I have a bag that says it. So we always make sure that our name and what we do is visible. And not only that, but we also make sure we keep our cards on hand just for anybody. And if we're recording a video and we see anybody who's like they're interested in what we're doing, we explain who we are, what our channel is about. And that's how we go about it. Just make yourself visible. Because if you don't do that, just stay visible.
Yeah, I saw something the other night with social entrepreneur Alex had a shirt on that said "Scan me." People are nosy as hell. Excuse my language.
Yup.
And they don't want to know what is this scam. I didn't even see the front of his shirt.
Yep.
But I knew him, so I didn't scan it. But and I thought that was pretty dope. And I want to go back to the business cards, and I want to get Verne's input and whoever else. I was reading an article the other day, and I read probably 100 to 200 articles a week. And with business cards, what I'm noticing, a business card will go in the pocket,
On the
out
floor.
the pocket,
On the floor.
to the trash.
Yup.
Now, Donovan and I was at the casino bar yesterday, and we ran into a guy, he was having a good time, almost drunk. But he got with Donovan, and he asked me, I knew he was gone, he was lit. Hey man, what's your channel? And I'm like, he started to give it, I said, no, bruh. And I pulled up my phone, and I had a QR code already on my phone for all 3 channels. That's the way to go. He ain't that drunk. If he can't take the picture, I'll take it for him, and I'm gonna press subscribe. And then go sanitize my hands, because I don't know what he's been doing with his phone. But that's one thing I just want to say, man. Business cards are cool, but we're moving into a different era.
Oh yeah? Okay. I want to say the same thing as far as what Marcus said. everywhere I go, unless I'm at work, because I can't, because it's a state job, I'm talking about my channel. Everywhere I go, I wear my shirts, I have my popple. You can scan it, because I was buying these cards, 1,000, and they were gone, just garbage. Oh, I threw it away. Oh, I can't find it. So I got this. I have it on my wristband. It's waterproof. And they told me I can put it on my shirt. All my shirts is connected to my popple, which is electronic business card. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna have one of these on.
Electronic business cards are awesome. They're virtual. All you have to do is pull it up and they can see it. There you go. And I saw somebody else.
Also want to agree with the popple. We got this about 2 weeks ago, so all you do is rest it on top of another iPhone, or if you have an Android and an iPhone, you just rub them together and then you just send your contact information.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to send. So I have to set up all of our social media icons.
Yep.
So all you do is wipe it and you rub it on top, pop up phone number, and if you want that Instagram, that Twitter, that
Yes.
LinkedIn, they got them.
And some people don't know that.
It's got your money, your Cash App, your PayPal, all of it.
2-week free trial when you first sign up, or $6 a month, or like $50 for the year. You just say Poppo.
P-O-P-L.
P-O-P-L.
Yeah.
It's like this way it goes like
And if you're building a business, $6 is nothing, because once you get the revenue, you'll make $6 from a half of a super chat. So definitely invest into your business. If this is a business, if it's a hobby, then oh well, you may not want to.
Alyssa?
Hi, Elisa.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's Elisa. Anyway, back to the social media questions. Like, how much time are you guys spending on other platforms and directions? Your YouTube, so your Instagram, your TikToks, and all of that. I know I'm newer to this, but YouTube is a work. I'm having fun with it, but it's work. So how are you doing it all? You all seem to be doing it all very well.
So for me, it is now a business. I am now a brand. I am now, a motivational speaker. I am now being booked for events. So, and unfortunately, some of y'all won't see me on YouTube as much as I used to be, because for me, YouTube was just a way for me to move up to that next level. So I will be international. I will be doing other things. And I want you to look at YouTube as not just getting 25-cent ad. That is not gonna make you no money. I'm gonna tell you now. Don't just depend on that. Make sure you have merch. Make sure you have other things going on. Make sure you are putting yourself out on other platforms, sharing yourself. Go into groups. Groups are really good, especially Facebook groups, especially for like what you're doing. And I have some tips for you, offline, because we're kind of in the same space. That is awesome. Don't be afraid to go out there and talk about your business, because guess what? McDonald's and Walmart do not care, and Burger King do not care that they all sell the same thing. Well, I mean Burger King and McDonald's. You know why? Because they're like, well, what customer don't like you might like me. I don't do Walmart. I don't do Burger King. But I'll go to McDonald's and give me some fries in a minute. So do you think that when they're putting their ads, they care? You are you. No one is going to do you like you. So just remember that. But yes, definitely share yourself on all platforms that you can. Put yourself out there, and that's super important.
I want to touch on two things. Definitely get an Instagram, because if you're dependent on YouTube notification, you're failing. They're not putting them out there anymore. Also, I have a guy, when I first met him, he had like 12,000 subscribers. We still communicate. He has 1.3 million now. And he told me when I first started, he said, Rod, YouTube is a vehicle. They can take it away at any time. So what I mean by that, don't, like Verne just said, don't depend on the ads. Get merch. Take Spice Addicts, for example. They have a channel, they do cooking, but they have it's a vehicle to promote Spice Addicts. Am I right or wrong? It's a vehicle. I mean, I have book opportunities now. And again, this is not about Rob, but I want to spark the thought process. I've had people to pay me $1,000 to show up to a live stream on YouTube and pay me $4,000 while I was there in 1 2.5 hour session. I couldn't believe it, still don't believe it hasn't happened again. Maybe I was dreaming. I don't know. But my PayPal said I wasn't dreaming. But use it as a vehicle to move you in the different directions that you want to go. I was talking to, and remind me if you're in here right now, someone was telling me today they want 10 streams of income. Like 10 streams of income. I'm going to tell you right now, just a job in 20 years or 30 years, whenever you get ready to retire, 10 years is not going to cut it. I have a military retirement right now. I have YouTube, I have a regular job, and I'm still worried that I won't have enough when it's time to retire. So start now, especially you younger people, invest. Use the YouTube as a vehicle to get you to that next level. If you don't have that desire, that's cool. Like TrapVision 3D. I mean, one of the things I want to talk about, and I want to get y'all opinion, collaborate. Don't be afraid to work with other people because you think they know more than you or you're not good enough. I mean, the reason I know everybody in here is because I put myself out there. I started collaborating with people. I started going. Verne was the first person to interview me. Now I do interviews, but if it wasn't for me going to her channel, I wouldn't have an interview channel. Collaborate.
I also want to say something before I take on your questions. Email lists are super important, and a website. And the reason I say that is if YouTube go down, Instagram go down, if you are a business, okay, not just a YouTuber content creator, if you are a business and they go down, how they gonna find you? How they gonna find you? Right? So make sure you're looking into that. You may not want to do it today, but keep it in your mind as a forethought that down the road. And I'm sorry, I saw Pastor Kim and then I saw someone over here.
Hi, I'm so excited. This is so good. I'm Pastor Kim, my channel. I have 2 channels. Pastor Kim's Corner, and then I have Keto Queen, which I just changed to Low Carb Cooking. So, I'm a retired math teacher. Okay? So, I taught high school math for 25 years. So, I'm all about the numbers. And that's probably, it's a good part and a bad part. My daughter, Shelby Fontaine was trying to tell me that's her channel about YouTube. And I was like, I know about YouTube. But when she started talking about the numbers of YouTube and I started looking it up, then I came alive. YouTube is an algorithm, okay? We all know that. But it grows exponentially, okay? And so that means it's going slow, but once it starts taking off, it will take off. I was in Pam's, it's like a bunch of baby boomers, what my daughter calls us. We kind of started around the same time, and Pam's Place, Cooking with Pam's Place, I don't know if y'all know her. But, you know, we came up together, we went live together, and she did that one short of putting a quarter in the water for a hurricane. Somebody had a hurricane, and she was like, okay, if you want to know if your food is fresh, put the quarter in a cup of water, and then put it in the freezer. And then if your electricity went off, if the quarter is all the way down, some kind of way she said, if the quarter's all the way down, then that means that your freezer was unplugged. Y'all follow what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Wow, that's good.
She blew up, okay? She's still the same person, still sweet as ever, but she got about 300,000, if not more, subscribers, okay? So that's what I mean when I say it's an algorithm. Now, I was criticized then by my millennial daughter. She's like, you baby boomers, y'all network, y'all have cars. Don't nobody do that on YouTube. You're supposed to put out good content, and when you put out good content, it'll grow. I'm not against either one, okay? My content, I originally started when COVID started, and I was preaching in my church, and so we had to close, so I just started preaching online. And then that took off. As she began to show me different things, I tried to blog, I tried to do mukbang, so now the algorithm don't really know who I am. But my lives, I do get the most views from my lives. Let me tell you another stat. Your subscribers, from my opinion, don't mean anything. Because statistically, your subscribers, less than 5% of your subscribers watch your videos. Okay?
Say that.
So that means if you have 100 subscribers, less than 10 people are watching your video. Your watching comes from your viewers, and that's what you want. You want those viewers. So I started the low carb channel, and I said, okay, I'm gonna let this go organically. I'm not gonna try to network or nothing. Within 3 months, I had 430 subscribers. of trying to put out content about eating right and stuff like that. Shelly, she started in February of last year doing wig reviews. No networking or nothing. Within about 3 or 4 months, let's just say 6, she's up to 5,000 subscribers. Now what she did was, she wanted to vlog. She didn't want to get tracked. When she started vlogging, boom, her numbers dropped. Not her subscribers, her views. They went all the way down because that's what the algorithm knew her as, and that's what her viewers wanted her to do. So she subsequently, 2 months later, went back to the wig review. So I'm just giving you some general information that you can decide. I like the networking side of Pastor Kim's Corner. I also like the organic side. It's just up to you. I do agree with everything you're saying, and you touched the nerve when you said networking, because I'm not good at that outside networking. I'm old school. Like, if you put it out, word of mouth is going to happen. But I do have an Etsy channel that's separate and apart. I believe in that multiple streams of income. So I'm trying to put out my t-shirts and all of that kind of stuff. But that's it. That's all.
Thank you, Pastor. And you brought up a good point, because I personally, I don't get paid from subscribers. I get paid from views. If you really don't hear me talk, only time I care about subscribers is getting to 1,000. Once I get to that, I made way more money when I had 1,500 subscribers on PBT than I do with 3,800. I do have a thought-provoking question for everybody in the room, because I know a lot of people here do premieres. How many premieres have you seen me do? Anybody? No, I've done one premiere. So here's the thought-provoking question. Number one, it's 2 parts. Number one, why do you do premieres? And do you think it hurts your revenue?
That's right. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you in a minute.
So, how many people here do premieres?
I'm doing here and there.
When you do a premiere, how many ads can you place in a premiere prior to it starting? None. You get the one ad when it first starts, and you're blessed if they watch it to the end. But if you just do a video, I'm not saying don't do premieres, but I would go 70-30, maybe 70% premieres, 30% regular videos. You would never see a 9-minute PBT video without at least 3 ads in it. And I'm not gonna willy-nilly just put them in there. This is where your analytics come into play. If people cut off your video at 4 minutes, I don't care what. I'm gonna make sure I have a cliffhanger at 2 minutes, a cliffhanger at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm gonna put another one at 6 minutes, another one at 8 minutes. I got 4 ads. 4 ads in a 9-minute video, and I could care less about a premiere, because if it's a business, I don't care about hanging and chit-chatting with everybody. I do that in the live, because I have more opportunity for people to watch a 9-minute video than watch a 3-hour live. I just want y'all to think about stuff. I just see all these premieres. I'm like, have they ever thought about maybe the money they're losing out on? But some people, if you don't care about money, let it roll. Do y'all do it for the camaraderie?
I think it's probably just to see who comes in to support, because when me and shout out to Trap, when we first came into the game, we never did premiere. We barely went live up until the point that we were trying to get monetized. And then we
still on there.
Premieres. But to me, and now that you said it started to make a little sense now. I don't know if the premiere really hurts. Really helps.
It doesn't.
It's cool because you have people. I guess it depends on what type of content you're coming out with or what you're dropping. Because if it's like a cruise video, you want the live feedback from people and hear their interactions of the content that you're coming out with, that you're premiering. But before then, I think we had better videos that did numbers without the premiere versus doing the premiere. Because like if I see, dang, Griffin just did a premiere, and I missed it, I think I'd be as inclined to watch it right now. Like, I missed it. I go back and watch it later, and then later maybe the next video that they dropped, and I missed it. But before, me and me, we did 400 videos without a premiere. We started doing premieres like within the last year and a half, and if people don't, if anything discourage you, see like,
I guarantee you.
There's like 8 people in there, like,
People see it like, okay, you don't got questions, you don't skip past the video.
Let me just say this. It depends on you, okay? It may work for you, it may not. What works for me may not work for you. So let's get that clear. Just because you see me doing, let's just say 20 premieres and you see me with 50 people in there, that may work for me. My followers may be wanting that, but it may not work for you. That's one thing. For Pastor Kim, a premiere is a pre-recorded video that you do, before you drop it. So some people just drop a video and then you can just go back and watch it. But a premiere is basically like a premiere. It's like a premiere live movie. So what they do is, you already recorded it, but as it's going quote unquote live, as it's premiering, you the host is in the audience, and you guys are talking to me as I'm in the audience. I already know what's gonna happen, and you're like, oh my God, you fell, or, oh my God, you laughed, or you spit something out, and I'm like, yo, let me tell you what happened. Something fell on my toe, and that happened. So I love premieres because for me, people are very
Communicating.
interactive with me, and I put it out beforehand. And what I do is I put out a trailer on top of my premiere, and I'm like, man, y'all better watch this. Guess what's gonna happen? And I'll cut it off. And some people are like, oh my God, I got to watch what she getting ready to do. But it may not work for some people. And premieres and trailers are fairly new. They didn't just, come out 18 years ago. They were fairly new within the last 2 to 3 years.
I know, I think Trap and Dre had a question, but I know with me, premieres can guarantee one thing. I know who's gonna be there, and it's gonna be the same old people. That's why I go live. But when I do a video, it's not gonna be the same old people. I've yet to have a live stream with 15,000 views. Yet. But I have several videos over 10,000 views. Just something to think about. Dre, you had a question?
No,
I'm coming back to these.
I mean, and then the premiere, it really depends on the relevancy of the premiere, of the video itself. Because, I mean, there's times we did premieres that the video didn't really do as well as far as the views. But, I mean, just for instance, we just got off the Carnival celebration, and the first premiere that we did, like that video is over 8,000 views from a premiere. But it's just the relevancy of it during the time people are people are really searching for Carnival celebration videos, vlogs, that sort of type of thing. So it just depends on the relevant time. People just are searching for things.
And you as a host may not have the time to do a video or do a live, and so for some people premieres work.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it's good to get a lot of feedback on like what your audience likes. Because how many times do you have so many comments in your head about a video, but type every single one, but when they're live with you, they're putting comments in real time. It's like, oh, y'all like this video. Okay, mental note. Instead of like at the end, oh, great video. Like, what did you like about it? Like, what specific? I feel like it's great to get more information real time as opposed to just watch your video later, just put on the parts that they watch.
That's a great point, Denise, because for future content, you'll know real time what they like. But with me, and some people depend on your niche, I already know my future content. I don't, whether they like it or not with PBT, I know it's all about credit cards. But when you have a different niche, like y'all are doing vlogs, the Griffins do vlogs, Caleb Martin do vlogs. Yes, did they like this vlog? Were they interested in us being at the water park? Do they want to see us at the club? That makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm a real dude, man. Maybe y'all don't go to the club. I'm just thinking, I used to. I was there last night. Don't tell me.
I want to say this before we start. So people are expecting, and this is just for me, a premiere when I get back to see how I met my cousin. Because I didn't do it in live time. I did it because I was a mess. I'm not gonna lie. So now I can edit it, drop it as a premiere, and I already know my people are gonna be there because they are like, I can't wait for you to get back off this cruise, because I said I'm not videoing while I'm here. I'm not taking a bunch of content. But we met at the hotel, so that video for me, who was it? I can't remember the lady that was editing a video when we first came into the hotel.
I knew.
Yeah, and I said, why are you working?
Everybody knows Siobhan.
Yes, Siobhan. I said, why are you working? I said, just make the video, drop it in YouTube, drop it in your editing apps, and then re-edit it when you get off. Because this is your cruise. You should be relaxing, not working. But she said, oh, we're a team, her and her husband, and they're doing it. I get that. That may not work for me, right? So if that works for her, then you do what works for you, and you'll find out what's good. You're like, wait a minute, my people, or my booskies for me, love premieres. Or no, they like me live. Or no, they like to see me just drop a video and come back to it when they know I drop it on Tuesday and Thursday or whatever it works for you. So, you got a question, Jim? Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's like so one thing I want to kind of go back to what she was talking about with Instagram. What we found, because we had 1,000, and in the past 2-3 months, we've almost hit 10K.
Congratulations.
We found that with YouTube, you don't get as much opportunity like you do on Instagram, because like we got 2 collabs. We have a fragrance creator that sent us merch because of one of our videos. She has 35K, and then we just got hit up from somewhere in Europe. I think it was London. With they make like couple intimacy like wax candles, or you do massage oils and stuff. They just sent us a package, so we're doing a collab with them too. You know, every time we do something with them, they put it out on us, or you know, against us people or whatever. So we're kind of big on Instagram right now because we just see way more than
that money.
Yeah, and it helps people like drive from Instagram and takes them to our YouTube channel. We've got more subscribers from it because right now everybody's attention span is short.
Yeah.
They don't want to see long form. So our Instagram, we put videos relating to couple stuff that we want to do, and plus Luz and Kilo the Griffins, you know, remind us to put our YouTube stuff on there too. And they always go to our channel because we have a link tree on our bio, and it has all that stuff.
And I had
But question now. So we have a Patreon. We don't have a YouTube membership, but I wanted to know, like, when we have our Patreon sends us everyone's emails as well as their address. Like Verne was saying, to keep track. Does YouTube memberships, you get people's emails and you don't? Because we've been thinking, like, we want to switch back, but with Patreon,
do your research again before you know.
Yeah.
What works for your Patreon, you're killing it.
Yes.
Stay with it. Everybody doesn't need to have a YouTube membership. If it doesn't work for you,
If it ain't broke, don't fix
people
it.
in your membership. Oh, hold on one moment. Yeah, if you're not getting people, then you don't need it. Okay, but before we start, I saw Sharon with a question.
Hold on, let me address Kayla. You guys were intelligent when you only did Patreon. I have Patreon and YouTube memberships. YouTube slice and dice you 30% of your membership. Patreon is like 2 to 5%.
Yeah.
And I have people right now still signed up for my Patreon, and I haven't done anything in almost a year, and I don't even know who they are.
What is that support?
But I get a check every month,
Yeah.
and it's better. But I thought that was ingenious, and I know.
To do a video on that on Patreon, because I don't know anything about Patreon. You know, see?
Yeah, they just started one of them. The way y'all are building up the hype for that, I love it. I've been following along with it, so it's pretty smart.
And we've been doing live updates from the cruise on there. Yeah. And getting that incentive, so we're not posting like someone on there. You're not posting on your public channel or anything at all during the cruise.
Right, I'm
So
not
we're
posting
not
that all
either,
period.
but we said we'll be on Patreon, so we will post it. And it's easier for us to before it's on Patreon, they don't care about editing or anything. That's great.
But yeah, I don't have to hit y'all too up because, like I said, I don't know. You had a question, Sharon?
Hey, I love cruising roll. I have a question. Miranda, go ahead.
So you guys said a couple things. You said that to put the ads on, it sounds like you put the ads on yourself for yours.
Oh yes.
I
do
just
not depend on YouTube.
because
That's one of the topics that I have on my
You need to
phone.
explain that because some people may not know. Everybody's not.
I don't know how to put it on,
With
and every time
YouTube, you can depend on them to put it, but they put them in the most inopportune places. What you have to do is you go to monetization, go down to mid-roll ads, and then, let me slow it down so you can write it down. Go to monetization, go to mid-roll ads, and then you'll get a little box with your video. You click play, and you pause it, and it'll have to the top left ad break. Hit me up on Instagram, and I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
But I'm being honest, I'm lazy. I don't like doing it. But when I get my check on the 21st, I'm glad I did.
Oh, and
monetized channel. So.
the other part of that because you said that which one works for you. So I got monetized in April, and it's such a long process. Like you said, the ads ain't doing, you're getting cents or whatever. But I just recently started doing these shorts, and like they're doing more than I've ever seen before. Again, 1K in one day, something I've never experienced before. So like, that feels.
Yeah, shorts, they offer me 7 cents per 1,000 views.
That's what my
So you know what I'm
viewers
doing?
like.
I'm not doing a short. I'm gonna do a 1 minute and 30-second video. Put an ad in there. I guarantee I'm gonna make more than 7 cents with 1,000 views. I'm a firm believer you have to become a master of your craft. If you're on YouTube, shorts are cool, but if I'm looking at revenue, 1,000 views for 7 cents or 1,000 views, and I'm gonna get, say, $2. It just really depends on what's important. Shorts don't work.
So add 30
I'm
more
too old
seconds.
for shorts. I ain't doing all the fun stuff all y'all are doing.
So
For
just
shorts.
add 30 more seconds to it to make it work.
Anything over a minute. But you can't have a vertical on either side. You can. But don't
That's
get
gonna
too
miss.
caught up. Hit me up on Instagram because I don't want to come with all this stuff.
But you see it, keep with your viewers, what your viewers like.
Hold on, one at a time. Say that again, we didn't hear.
Oh, I will.
I don't know if you agree with that on this side.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me just say this before we answer my question. There is a difference between a TikTok video, an Instagram reel, an Instagram story, and a YouTube video. Why? Does anybody know why? YouTube is long form video. Basically, if you started a channel and you're like, I want my grandkids to see me when I was in my prime doing my thing, they can go back to your video on YouTube and type in Nana in 2022 dancing on Carnival Conquest. It will pull up. If you do that on Instagram, if you do that on TikTok, if you do that on Facebook, you're not going to be able to because they don't have the search bar. So you have to know what platform works for you. Yeah. And again, YouTube is long form, which means it's going to be there. It's never going to go away unless you delete it, which is why I tell you never to delete your videos. Because you can have a video today and go back in 2 months, boom, that video going to take off. You know why? Because you don't know who that's reaching. Again, the videos on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are short form, meaning like you said, short attention span. They want it fast, they want it now. But if you're a creator and you want it to last, this is where YouTube comes into play. And I apologize, but
this section right here, the disagreeing section, because I want to learn. I'm here to learn.
Yeah, I disagree too.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say 2 things. I just want to address Taylor Mark. You were talking about the Instagram. Statistically, because I do my research from YouTube, your click-through comes through Facebook. You get more, and Facebook is old for young people, but more people will click through from Facebook. Secondly, as far as the ads are concerned, that was great information. I'm gonna go back and look at that. But the ads, YouTube is about the viewer. Okay? So your ads are based on, like, let me give you an example. Have you ever watched different YouTube channels or a different video on different channels and you get the same ad?
Yeah.
The exact same ad? Because they're tracking the viewer. They're not tracking the content as much as the viewer, okay? So your ads are based on the people and what they like. And if they watch more of your content and they have 50,000 people that watch your content but also watch somebody else's content, then they will start recommending that other person's content, okay? So it's all about the viewers. It's not about your content. It's like TV commercials. Why pay $50 million for a commercial during, what's that
Super
thing?
Bowl.
Thank you, during Super Bowl. Because it's a power of influence. So they want to know how your viewers are being influenced and they will recommend that.
And I'm gonna come back to you in a minute, but I want to speak to. I'm sorry.
That sounded like me to keep going on my shorts.
Tell us what you were talking about, because I think we might be in the same space.
I just, all right, coming in everybody, good catchments. I just don't know that I agree with Rod with not making shorts for the revenue piece. It is a lower revenue payout, but you can reach a wider range of an audience. And you can post something. I posted something 12 seconds long. I recorded as we're sitting there
Yeah.
living life. I was drinking my water as Grayson was cooking. So I can't agree with not running that play for the revenue.
And I agree with you, and I need to go back and retract that statement because notice at the end I said shorts don't work for me. Shorts do not work for me. If I have one video with 1,000 views, I'd be shocked. So for me, it doesn't work, but I totally agree with you because I've seen the Kayla Moore shorts and the Y'all shorts and the Griffin shorts, and they blow up. But I go in there and try the same exact thing, I get 12 views. So you're right.
You're not them.
But, and that's what we just said, everybody's different. I know, man. I'm gonna tell everybody, my name is Caleb Barnes, I'm missing one person.
But I do want to say something about shorts. Just because you do get 3,000 people watching, I just want you to be clear, and it's not me, this is YouTube. It doesn't always translate into subscribers. Yes, it will translate into some, but don't think, oh, I got 3,000 views, I'm gonna have 3,000 subscribers. It just doesn't work like that. But it gets you in a wider range. It puts you out there more and pushes you out, especially, I don't know if you guys do this, you use the hashtags on YouTube. I don't care if it's a short. I'm putting not every hashtag, I usually put about 10, 5 to 10, it depends on what the video is about. Because hashtags still work for you. Please read the guidelines. Don't just listen to me. Read the guidelines. This is what I want you all to know. Very important. Yes,
There's a question over here.
I have a statement. As a person who's not a YouTuber, and I do watch YouTube, and I watch the other channels. I'm just going to say this before I hit the video. I will watch a short, and if it is good content from Facebook or Instagram, I will go to their other channels and watch additional short. I am not going to be sitting watching an hour video if it does not hold my content. If it's not going to hold here, I'm going to cut it off. I will watch a short, and if it's good content, I'm gonna watch another short from that person. And if it's good content, I'm gonna watch another short, and then I may subscribe to their channel.
Exactly.
That's just from me from from watching a lot of channels on here. I do go on people's live. If it's a good live, I will subscribe to their channel as well. See you later.
And that's what's important. That's why we're having this forum. There's so many different ways to do this. What works for Verne may not work for Rod. What works for Rod may not work for Mete and I, or anybody else in the room. So that's why we're having this, to brainstorm and get great ideas.
I want to just touch on, I'm going to come in on Pastor Kim's question. I just want to let you know that if I have an ad, just say, and there's this one ad, and I cannot stand it. It's a man in a bathtub with soap. I hate that commercial. But guess what? If it's running on my channel and you click on it, you know how much I'm getting from that? That's the thing. If they click on that ad, boom, you get paid. I have seen it. So don't think that just because you only have 2 ads, for me, what I do is if my video is 15 minutes, I put at least 3 ads. That is when you go back into the editor on YouTube, you have to physically go in there and make it where you want it. So YouTube sometimes put them all in the front, put them all in the back, put them all in the middle. It really makes no sense. I don't know why they do that. But if you as the creator and you're serious about creating content, I am not a YouTuber. I am a content creator, right? You might say, oh, in the beginning, guess what, y'all? Come on over to this video, and then you be like, click, cut it off, and you're like, wait a minute, what's she getting ready to say? You're gonna pull them in. So make sure you are being cognitive of where you're putting your ads, because that makes a big difference also. And I'm sorry, this one on the belly. I saw that.
I just basically wanted to say, when going back to when you were talking about why people do premieres and what Sister Berna was just talking about with views, as you stated, the main reason where you're getting everything, your views are counting more than the subscribers are. The point, I think, for premieres, like you said, there's going to be usually the same amount of people, things like that, but all the people chatting and conversing and talking at one time in a premiere is getting you views. And like Sister Berna said, if she likes your content, she's coming back and she's looking at something else. So for me, because y'all know I'm not a small channel, Verne, but I don't have huge numbers, but I get lots of views. And the subscriber thing does not have like this big hold on me because I know they checking for your content. So my numbers for my views are way more precious to me than the subscribers, though. Thank God for subscribers. But I'm glad I have the high views
And
too.
also with them saying that in your career, guess what they're doing? They're engaging. YouTube wants people to stay on your channel as long as they can. I don't care if you have a 10-minute premiere. If they're staying there that whole time, they get engagement. Let me push their channel out to the watch page. And I don't know if you guys that are monetized are watching that. Go to your watch page and see how much revenue you're getting. Because my revenue is really, I'm surprised. I'm like, what? So now that they have the watch page, it's really picking up. And I'm sorry before I get to you, kind of about we'll come back to you.
I'm asking a question from a monetization, not monetization standpoint. So for those of us who are not, so I won't say TikTok, those are not monetized and talking about TikToks, Instagram, shorts versus long form content. For those of you that are monetized and that have been monetized or have been doing YouTube for a while, where have you seen the difference in your, let me say this before I ask it. Because I know that in some realms, people will say that doing shorts or doing Instagram will get you subscribers, but not long-term viewers if you want to use that for YouTube. So do you see that? Have you seen growth in your channels from doing shorts, Instagram, to get you to the point where you get monetized, then you may back off or not back off, saying all those things?
I'll let her answer.
I'll say you definitely want to work. I think you want to work together.
That's the answer.
Shorts are just to get you subscribers, and it also gives you that wider range of viewers so that people can get a taste of your channel to say, hey, yeah, okay, I do want to see what they have on their channel. But you also need the long term because that's the actual views that you're going to get and you're going to get paid for. But if I was not monetized, I would use shorts like crazy to get my subscriber count up.
To get to 1,000 is hard.
Exactly. That's the fastest way.
There's a job.
Because in like a month, we've gotten like 800 subscribers just from posting shorts. You need shorts for your subscribers, but you also need the long form content to keep those viewers.
Well, Stacy, you convinced me. I'm gonna do some shorts. I've been feeling it. They don't work for me, but because I've talked to Joe Griffin. He said, "Well, I do some shorts, man. Because I have the watch time, but I don't have subscribers for Points by Experience, and I got what's the word I'm looking for? Discouraged. I got discouraged when I didn't get the subscribers, so I kind of scaled back.
Some shorts do really well, some shorts do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it just depends. Just keep posting. Also, shorts are really good for being on other platforms because you can reuse that content. We're part of that content. You can on all your platforms and keep reposting it. Even your long form, put it down, make it into a short. Post that on all
Away. I just want to get my sister, then I want to come back to me, and then I want to talk to you for what you said about my dad. Oh, you want to? Yeah, first, okay.
point over there.
Okay.
I just want to talk about, we're not modified yet on YouTube, but we do have exponential growth on Instagram and on other platforms. And I guess like a common word I keep hearing everyone say is my subscriber count or viewers. But I want to highlight how important it is to have community. Like you actually need to like know these people. Like that's what we do really well. Like, we have a Discord group. We're talking about, yes, our niche is relationships, but like these people actually want to get to know you. Like, see things behind the scenes. Like, hey, had a rough week at work or whatever the case. So we're really transparent, and there we know who's moving where,
Maybe somebody got a new promotion or job, or maybe someone just got a boyfriend and they're sharing that with our group, like, yeah, you know, we're cheering them on. So I don't know, just want to highlight, make sure you guys remember to have a community, actually reach out to these people, respond to every comment, respond to everything.
Yeah.
You know, we're not monetized, but that engagement rate is crazy. Like, it's like 4 or 5%. Like, there's not a comment unturned. And another channel I know is good as Caleb are. Like, we agree on that. Just because they're taking their time to twiddle their little fingers and say something.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't care if it's, you know, as soon as you post a video, it's not lame or how at one point it wasn't cool. Like, you want to build up the comments, like, you're losing viewership. As soon as you see a comment, you're not busy, engage back. And, you know, like you said, email list and try to make a community elsewhere so you can own their audience. So, yeah, we're not monetized, but we've been able to still make money. It's not on community.
I guess my question is feedback to what you told Valerie earlier about just being active and putting stuff out there. I mean, it's cool, like I said, for me and me, or for me now, we cannot translate reels or shorts to save our life. We tried 1,000 videos. Now, on sticking with me now, it works, but on me now, 20 views, 10 views, 5 views, 0 views, and we've been trying the hashtag, the keywords. So for us, the shorts on YouTube just doesn't work. We still gonna try, but it doesn't work. Now on TikTok, some same videos on TikTok, numbers. Instagram, numbers. Facebook Reels, 1,000, 2,000 views within minutes. But for YouTube, it just doesn't work. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you have to know your type of content and know or master your long-term content, and then you can probably flip it, because I think sometimes it's too much to try to master both. Like, know what type of content you want to come out with, get comfortable in doing that, and then maybe go to the real space. And if you're comfortable to dropping a reel, or like Duncan said, quick short content that's 8, 12 minutes, and 8 seconds, and put it up at 5, but like, you gotta know what type of work works for you. If you're not comfortable in just doing a regular video, then you're gonna get lost in the shuffle with the short. So I think it just goes back to knowing what works for you, and then try to add on. Because like I said, for Facebook, I mean, for YouTube, it just doesn't work for me. And I think Informational show said, why y'all so stuck on YouTube? Like, it's other platforms like Bernice said, that's out there. So for TikTok, for us, even for simply not TikTok, a reel does good for me. She works for me now. TikTok page is doing better for that. But again, I don't know what it is. That's the
Each
person
platform has a different audience.
But I know what type of videos we want. And people don't like seeing super long content from us, and they don't want to see super short content from us. But we know what works best for us. So we do what we do. So y'all got to figure out what works for you. But you won't know that until you start doing it. Just throw some stuff out there. Whether it sticks, it's going to stick. But I don't know. That's why I want to talk to you and see how do you do it. Because I cannot figure to do the YouTube short nothing. But I know what works for us. Like on this roof, every time you turn around, someone's saying, your video. They ain't watch none of YouTube shorts. They watch long-term content.
It works for you.
It works for us.
Each platform, right? Each social media platform has a different audience. Your audience on YouTube
I'm gonna get that
your audience on TikTok. They audience on TikTok, like you said, you have to know what and who your audience is. Like for me, TikTok, my audience wants to be live and tell them stuff, teach them stuff, talk about money. And I wanted to just let my sister here know. For me, IG, I love YouTube. YouTube is my husband. Instagram is my sneaky link, and TikTok is my account. They get. But baby, let me tell you, my customers, my money comes from Instagram. I don't get no money from YouTube because they like me, but they not buying. And I need your views to translate into money as a customer for me.
It needs to be like
I need my points. I need you to say, oh, I want to hire you to speak in my event. Here, let me fly you out. I don't know if y'all know, I just came back from Tennessee. My first time on an airplane. She said, I need you to be there. I said, okay. I'm paying for your hotel. I'm paying for your Uber. I'm paying for. That's what you want. You want that money to translate. If you're a business, you have to stop thinking like an employee and think like an entrepreneur. If you go into a business and somebody come in and look at your hotel, you ain't make no money. So make sure you're doing what works for you. Go ahead, my brother.
I appreciate what you guys are doing with just this forum alone.
Yeah.
Coming in here like the subject matter expert. I appreciate you bringing this group together because talking about what worked for you, what didn't work, still trying to be inquisitive to find out the answers. I think that goes a long way, especially with this group. You've done a couple of group cruises and just the vibe. My wife, this is something you're definitely gonna like because of the people on here. Watching the videos, you're gonna like these people. So that to me goes a long way. And for you guys not to know us from anybody else, day one, be like, hey, go into the channel. All right, so I need somebody to go in and put their channel in here. There we go. I need somebody to go in and put their channel in the link. Go ahead and subscribe to Lock In with the Wilson. Same thing with Edna and other people. We appreciate that. But
Man.
by being humble and not being, know-it-alls, I think that goes a long way in why people root with you guys like that.
Amen, brother. Amen. I know Anwar and I talked several times before this cruise about this forum. I don't think anybody in here is a subject matter expert when it comes to YouTube. I know damn well I'm not. And that's why I started out saying I still have questions for y'all that I'm curious about. So definitely appreciate your comment. Kiki, you had a question?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Kiki from Team Rich Travels.
Hold on, I missed that.
So we do mainly travel related content. And what I found is when I'm out traveling, when I'm cruising, if I'm on the road, whatever, if I'm out, my creative juices are flowing. I'm thinking of all these TikTok real ideas. I'm thinking of things I could do with my long form content to put into the video to make it better. When I get home, I have all this content and I feel like I'm bogged down with home life. Like life just be life and work full time.
Preach, girl.
Mothering and
That's true.
taking care of a ill parent, like all these things. And I feel like I lose a lot of that creativity when I get back home. So I'm just curious what other people do to like get their creative space together, to keep the creativity flowing when you have a lot going on. So I know I ain't the only one got a whole lot going on.
Even when you don't.
I would say, what I usually do, I isolate my time away to where, okay, when I sit down at the computer, I know, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. And then, especially editing videos, Michelle will tell you, like when I edit a video or edit a vlog, I don't stop until it's done because a lot of times you can stop and start and then say, I'll finish it later. And it's in those times when the creative juices are going and you just can't stop it. Just go ahead and get it done. And cause life gonna still be there after you get done, but you just got to stay in that vein, and just let those creative juices flow because they will come as you're editing. You thinking of different, I need to add that in there, or maybe I should add this transition in there. I mean, there's so many things you can go with, just making your videos more creative. So I'll say just like I said, like I know life be lifing, but you got to isolate that time for what it's worth. You have to isolate that time to steal away and get in your zone and make it happen, because if you don't, then you definitely lose it. I know what you mean. It's that in between time when we're not vacationing and traveling. It's like, dang, what we do now? But just got to stay in that vein. I will also say, no matter what it is, keep that whatever content, whatever platform it is, just as far as your creative juices can take you, just do it. It don't matter if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform it is. Hell, try them all. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose. Whatever is bringing you exposure and bringing your platform exposure. I mean, do it. I mean, if you have the time and the allotment to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't just sometimes like they say in church, you got to step out on faith. I ain't trying to preach now, but you got.
But you are.
You got to just step out and do it. You can't go wrong. There is no such thing as bad content. There's no such thing as wrong content. What you may think is bad, somebody else may be encouraged by it. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know, man. Just do it. Like
I want to talk about editing.
Wait.
Tripping with Dre and Michelle.
Point to me?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead before she forget.
Valerie, please go.
Well, somebody go ahead.
Valerie, you got it. You got it.
Come on, Chris. Stand up.
Are you telling? Oh, me?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to know. Y'all don't put that in my phone. Okay. I don't want the camera was there. I got you to worry about this. You good? So I edit on my phone, and it's so hard because I record so long, so it takes me hours, maybe 8 hours to do a video because I have to insert each of these clips. It might be 10, 20, 5, 2, and then I have to insert them in and wait for it to go in and then go in and then do it. Anybody that edit on their phone can help me. Because in order for me to get a laptop, it has to be one that's not nothing with iPhone, no window, because I don't understand that.
I can say every video me and me ever done, and we probably over 500. We now less than 30, away from 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
Video has been done with an iPhone, either 13, 14, 12. We have not switched up. I could not tell you how to work from a laptop. I know I'm going to get with Dre and Shad. That's one question I was going to have for the superstars in the room about how y'all transition. But I'm comfortable. I can do this whole entire crew by the time we get off the ship. Because I know how everything works. Now, one thing I learned, I'm not sure Shelby's in here, but Shelby just taught me a little trick just the other day, which is why it's important to network and build relationships with people, because everybody's technique is different. But maybe just from tonight, from this little room, it's going to be saved to a folder that's going to say, Form. All the one from the K-Lamar group workout, I'm going to save it under K-Lamar group workout. So then when I go into iMovie, which is what I use, I don't use anything else but iMovie, I can just go to that folder, insert, and everything's logged up. See, before, and this is why, you know what I'm saying, Rock's with your favorite couple. Before this, I had to go through, and again, I got 5,000 videos and pictures, and so I got to go through each one. Imagine going back 3-4 months from now trying to select all those pictures. But now I got everything in folders. So day 1 pictures and videos, and day 1 and day 2, and YouTube farm, Etna's bar crawl, this is going to be essential. So when I go back into it, it's that much easier. But to me, everything's been done here. And,
so
and to me, if it doesn't,
it don't work with Android.
Yes,
you guys get in the right Android phone.
Wait a minute, we're gonna get into editing because I definitely want to talk to Kayla.
It's so long.
Hold on one moment. Go ahead, Valerie.
Finish answering a question though.
They do.
Second, I wanted to know where the ads come from on YouTube.
No, they choose it. You choose the placement, they choose the ads.
Okay, and Miss Lady right here, you just asked the question as to how you do it. You're gonna have, and like you said, you're gonna have to be intentional. But what I found is that I incorporate my family. It's like, okay, y'all, look, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes doing this. So if y'all can just give me this time, and and leave me alone, so maybe you can just incorporate your family into knowing that you're getting ready to edit, and you need this time. Like I need this time.
Come to the stage. Come to the stage.
Trap Vision 3D had a question, if I'm not mistaken.
It really wasn't no question. I was going, what app are you using? Or
I
are you
use-
using
About to
that?
show us something.
I use InShot.
InShot.
Yes.
And how hard is it for you to
I love InShot. I just can't input all my stuff, and I use folders. I'll put stuff in a folder, but I still have to go to each for InShot, and it takes it so long.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I went first. Who has an Android?
I got
I didn't
Android.
have.
I need to grow up.
Wait a minute.
That vlogs on their phone.
Now, for my sister, just an FYI. I know, I'm just gonna say, FYI, if you have an Android, you have to use a different editing app than you do for iPhones. People don't know that some you can't even use on a computer. Some you can't use on a phone. You have to find out which ones work for you. If any of y'all been following me for a long time, y'all know I was in love with Power Director. When I got Motorola, Power Director is not compatible.
I still love
with
Power.
Motorola.
That's all I use.
InShot.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm coming from Power Director now.
No.
What editing app you got?
Are you seeing something?
Hey, Lamar, come on now.
So basically,
See? I
Bet you free.
You listening to this?
Yes, I used Feel More
Yes.
Ago. It's awesome.
That's
$60 a year.
She told me.
I use YouTube on my phone, CapCut on my phone, and then on my Mac I use iMovie.
And it's on the back right here.
So feel more.
See, now all of these that we're giving you, when I usually talk and tell you guys, I have a list. A book is long, sorry. And I usually tell y'all like what works for the computer, what works for the phone, what works. This is where you as the creator have to put your creative uses the flow. You have to get in here and do the work. If you don't do the work, it's not gonna work. So you have to understand it. Like with me and I, they do the computer, but what works for them, that app that they use may not work for someone else. So you definitely have to say something.
I would say too, like, I'm not the best at editing. That's part of why we don't make decisions.
Yes.
You know, we just close our business and we just work with one another. It's kind of hard. Not a great like sometimes it is just like, damn, what do I do with this stuff? And in my spirit, like, I'm not gonna sit for editing for 8-6 hours, you know? So like, aside from saying I agree, it gets daunting. And then some people who are big on YouTube, they have the financial resources to quit a job and do this full time. I get it, you work all day and then you trying to come and be creative. And they pay for that work.
Say that again. When you met Briggs told me that he got a whole people, he got team.
A minimum, if you're a real creator, a minimum of 3 hours. You think, oh wait, 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. But you have to put that work in.
I was gonna say, also don't discourage. I put out a video where I'm like, I think this is
Come
A
on.
grade, and then I get like 6 views on it. And then I put out something where I'm like, okay, I gotta go somewhere. And then I'm loving it.
You know, that was one of the things I had in my notes. Whatever you put out, just leave it out there.
Yeah.
You never know who else love it, and you may hate it. Another thought-provoking question: thumbnails. How important are they?
Hold on. I just want to say this. Every video has the potential to go viral. Every freaking video. Just know that. You guys think, like you said, it'll work. And it may not even go viral on YouTube, but guess what? It may go viral on TikTok. And guess what? Those people are following. So go ahead.
Thumbnails. How important are they? How much time do you? I mean, we've been talking about recording, editing. Now we're down to the thumbnail. How important are they?
Very,
Extremely.
very important.
I disagree, but hey, I'm just asking because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, now I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, but I got proof. Edna did a live stream the other day. Edna did a live stream the
Was I
other
looking
day
crazy?
and just had a picture of her and her 2 girls. How many views do you have on that?
I don't know.
I tell you, it was close to 1,000. So that's why I asked. Like, I like thumbnails.
I have something to add to that though. You have to look at again numbers.
Yes.
It's the community. That's the whole point I'm making. I want to get done and hyped up. It's the community, like Marie said.
Her community.
You can have a popcorn thumbnail. But
She got a paparazzi. Her community's a paparazzi.
I'm sorry. I'm probably the only one in here that is so clueless with everything y'all talking about. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm Pisces, true to form. I work on the universe, okay? I work on my feelings. I'm a Pisces, true to form. I live in the fantasy world. Whatever Pisces game, where my 20 at? But listen, I feel like if there's something you want to put out in the universe, you need to authentically be yourself. And that's me. I don't got time. I ain't got 3 hours to edit. You got 20 minutes out of me. I'm cutting off the beginning where I'm fixing my bra, and I'm cutting off the end where I'm pushing the button. What I film is what you get. But that's me, because that's just myself. I put it out there, whatever I feel like. My channel is all over the place. Don't ask me what my channel about. It's about everything.
It's
One
your
day
world.
I filmed a squirrel eating a freaking nut in the park, and it got like 5,000 views on it. And I was working. I'm just it was a short, exactly. But I think like when Laverne always talked about how we met, she wasn't a YouTuber, but I was. She asked me all these questions. When I first started, I had nobody to help me. I found somebody to help me. Oh, I didn't even know you could make money on YouTube. This was 2016. And I got monetized in 2018. And I will say, from being authentically myself, I have literally gotten money from YouTube every single month since April 2018. I've never missed a month. But at the same time, I don't pay attention to all that, but that's just me. Because I feel like whatever I feel like putting in the universe gonna handle it for me. Laverne know way much more than me, but she's like, she always give me credit for getting her started. Don't ask me about algorithm. Don't ask me about none of that stuff because I don't pay attention to it. All I know is how to check my revenue on the 23rd of every month. And it's been ever since literally April of 2018. But at the same time, somebody said, I engage with my people. And you know what? And it's not even like, you know, like if I know I'm gonna put this out and I think it's gonna go big. No, I don't. But I know no matter what, my people are gonna show up because I show up for them and I interact with them. We went to trivia an hour ago. I went live Tuesday, 1 o'clock at trivia. We had like 75 people on there helping me cheat to win. But I know my people are going to show up. They at work on Tuesday, but they want to see what I'm doing because those are my people. You know what I mean? And I talk to them. I interact with them. I invite them into everything that I'm doing. And I don't care how many subscribers I got. If you're commenting on my stuff, and if it's like, oh, great video, I might heart it. But if you're commenting something where you're really paying attention and talking, I'm going to reach back to you and talk to you about what your comment. I know which ones deserve a heart, which ones deserve a comment. I got a stressful job, you know what I mean? I work for Child Protective Service. I be at work responding to stuff. I'm at work at my desk listening to y'all videos, so I like to support everybody. And I just feel like, be yourself. There's no way I could be anybody different but myself. But my people, they know what I'm going to do. If I'm uploading like a cruise series, they know 6 o'clock a.m. and this World Guy video posting. They know when I get off this ship Friday, if I ain't got something up by Monday, they inboxing me. You in the hospital? What's going on? So I know y'all like, you know, some people like to do big edits. I don't do all that. My people want to see what I film in real time because that they get it raw. Like, we ain't no Vaseline up in here with it. And it's like, that's just what it is. But they know. They're waiting for it. And I'm one that, like, I don't need 5 hours of editing. Because if I wait a week, they bored. They on to somebody else. If I get off this ship Friday, Monday morning, 6 o'clock, y'all got some videos because they waiting for it. And they're like, why? You've been off the ship. Why you not posting? Angel say from Jeffrey's Angel, give the people what they want. You want this video? Oh, I got you. And it ain't fancy. You know, you might get a word across the screen, but that's just me. You know what I mean? But that's what my people are used to. I've been blogging for a long time. And my channel, like, people come for certain things. Some people come, they want to see the grandbabies. Some people want to see Kisha. Some people want to see JT. They want to see us all together. You know what I mean? But you know, it's like the consistency. Y'all know 7 o'clock on Wednesday,
Damn right.
we getting drunk on the internet. That's just what it is. That's what we doing. But also, you know, just being out there. But at the same time, I appreciate that y'all work it out. Y'all do all that. That's just not me because that's my personality. I know enough to get by. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care if it's 7% of what. I don't add that fast. I put it out there. I let the universe do what it's going to do. But at the same time, I have fun. I love what I do, and I love the people that love what I do. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I know that they're going to come back because they know what they're going to get here. You're going to get the real stuff at any time of day. It's like, if I pop up right now, they're going to show up. If I throw a video, and it might get 200. Some people like my slot videos. People who hate gambling, they might not watch it. But that's okay. It's not for everybody. Some people want cruising. Some people want mukbangs. I do everything, but it's also just because it's what I feel like. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
do
don't
what you
think like, oh, I gotta put this up because somebody is thinking that's what they want to see. I don't know. That's just me. I just, you know what I mean? Like, but and also, you know, another thing is I network. We went on the Margaritaville. Let's see. I posted a picture of me and her, literally Friday morning when we got on the ship. And from Friday morning to right now, I have got 109 new subscribers. But that's just my 2 cents in.
Thank you.
Your people love you.
I want y'all to go back and look. Now, I asked about thumbnails. And I said,
oh, my thumbnails are trash.
Now, but I said I disagree. But if you look at my channel, you would not see one video without a thumbnail. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to get people to start. I want to hear ideas. You know, it doesn't work for them. It works for it works for me. If I put this ugly mug up and try to do a video, I'm gonna have 2 views, and I'm probably gonna be 2 of them. So I have to. That's just my way of doing it. But I want to get thought-provoking stuff. Go ahead, Steve.
One thing that I do agree with Ron is I have heard that thumbnails aren't as important as they used to be because of the automatic play, the 5 seconds that you can watch of the video. So if they're just scrolling over it, it might go ahead and play. They don't even see the thumbnail. So that first 5 seconds is really important as well to give them. I understand that. And also, one note to the people with who struggle with shorts. I will say that shorts have to be either searchable or trending. So for us, it's more like searchable content because of food or recipes, stuff like that. But for like the vloggers, you might have to put in more trending in order to get them views. So,
You wanted to say something to me? I just wanted to say 2 things before we get ready to close with you. You had your hand
I
up?
think everyone already said it, but Roberta Blake said that thumbnail is the most important thing about a video because I'm just being honest, like, I think a lot of times with YouTubers, we so comfortable in each other, so it really don't matter, like, as I said, because how people gonna show up. So everybody don't have the fan base. Like, everybody wish they had the type of crowd, like, at the gathering. Until we get to that point, people need to see your video, and if your thumbnail's trash, like, I'm trying out, I see this video, they're like, what you already lost. Like someone said, you see a guy or you see a girl, and her clothes look, like, she may be a great person, but the outside appearance, unfortunately, is what people see first. So your thumbnail's trash. I mean, Travis talk about, it sounds like Trap had the most worst thumbnail started off, but from where he was to now, and where I was to now, it's put you out there. And so people can see.
Thanks for reminding me, Weed.
But it's growth. Like, starting off, you may not have, you know, the canvas style thumbnail. I mean, you may start off with an ugly thumbnail, then later on go back and updated.
And why should numbers go up? Because you did that.
Right. And people only see that first second before they get to the 5 seconds you're talking about. I mean, unless it rolls on to the next video, that's one thing. But if you go through your timeline, you see a thumbnail and it's all over the place and it's super good. I'm like, yeah, that person don't care about your channel.
They don't care. Exactly. If you're not putting the love
to me, a thumbnail is super important. And I spend more time with a thumbnail than something I can edit because that's the first thing people see.
And for me, as I grew, I didn't have the time to do thumbnails, so I had to hire a team. And I want you to know that too. Y'all might, quote unquote, I don't say small, but you might think you're small now, but when you start to grow, you're not going to be able to edit and do this. You're going to have to hire people. You're going to have to hire people, so get that in your mind.
I'm available.
So one thing that I wanted to say about shorts that kind of struck me is I thought that, like, after you drop in that initial rise in views, it was done. But then to your earlier point, YouTube is a long game, and if it is something that's searchable, it will just stand the test of time. Like, we got shorts that just from a year ago, still getting views, just as many views as video. Like, we got shorts and we got over 100 subs off of just a short, and it just keeps going and going because the short piece, they'll have a couple videos when they're scrolling on their phone, and then the string of shorts. And then if you get that first spot on the short, it'll just continue to just ring the bell.
Keep pushing you out.
Yeah, I got a question though. Do you think since y'all been growing on the long form, people are starting to watch more of your shorts? because you're growing and they're seeing more subscribers?
I don't know. I think it's mutually exclusive, to be honest with you. I think that like you got the folks who watch the long form, and then you got like shorts are like this wide net that it casts. And it's completely changed the dynamic of our demographics on our channel. And we're looking at it like so according to just how many shorts we've been posting, like India is 12%.
You better go.
Which again is not good in terms of monetization, whatever, because you want to be United States and Canada. But even still on a long form, we're still within the good realm of most of it being the United States. But like all of these other countries are coming up just because of the shorts. And it skews the female to male dynamic as well. We were higher female, I'd say, almost 60% female and 40% male. And now because of the short, it's like skewed to more male on just due to the short content. But the one thing that I could not foresee is the fact that shorts will be longer. Like we got stuff on there from like 2020 that still to this day, every single day, 13 views, 15 views, no matter what. Just continuing. It's like, dang, shorts? Like people watching shorts like that?
Yeah, going through your content. I mean, the first video they saw attracted them. Now I gotta see what else they're doing.
That's just something that I didn't account for.
Walker, you had a question?
So to that point, shorts though, I don't know how many people looking for marketing, but you gotta get typically 7 touch points before anybody gets any type of real curiosity. You as a brand. So that short is what's gonna give people. They might watch 7 shorts in a day. Most people aren't gonna watch 7 of your long form content in a day. So if you can get somebody tapped into your shorts channel, that's gonna keep them a lot longer than watching one of your videos. Because I might scroll through, watch 10 shorts, and that's gonna be more content than watching one long form content. So and that shorts thing, and that's also why people pop an actual shorts channel, because it's different. The monetization is different. And a lot of people, like Donovan was saying, a lot of men watch shorts. And it did the same for us. We were female heavy. Until we started doing shorts, and now we're male heavy.
I watch shorts like repeatedly, watch it for like 20 seconds, and then I see 17 minutes and 36 seconds pop up. I'm like, I gotta go to work.
That's real.
But I say let's be real. YouTube, people come to YouTube to get information for the most part. I mean, literally, if you're trying to figure out how to change, your oil or something like that, that's what people. I don't care how long the video is. You want that information. You're gonna sit there and watch it and go direction step by step till you accomplish your goal. So, I mean, you really can't discount. You can't really say shorts do more than this. So, I mean, the long form is gonna be there automatically, regardless. I mean, because like I said, people come to YouTube for information. Some people may just come just to watch a channel or whatever, but a lot of times people want information on how to do stuff. I wish I would call a plumber for something, simple. If I can go to YouTube and find out, I don't care if the video an hour. I mean, I'm gonna go, direct, step by step to accomplish that goal. So always just keep that in mind, everything weighs itself. Yeah, shorts has its benefits, long form has its benefits, but I mean, just, you can do both, like I said, but just don't just say after today I'm gonna hold off on doing long form, because that's not the case.
I'm about to go shorts crazy.
Each platform is just trying to keep up with each other right now. Before YouTube did not do shorts. Now they see it's taking off on TikTok and Instagram. Now they're doing reels, so don't be surprised. Then they took away stories, and people worked hard to get stories. You have to get like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and now you take it away. And then with Instagram, once you got the reels, you was getting paid. Then they took that away. So each platform is just trying to vie for each other. And again, it wants you to stay on that platform longer, so they can get the money, not you. So they can get the money. But I also want to touch on, like I said, these 2 things, and then I'm done. If you are monetized and you got members, make sure you are reaching out to them, talking to them, you're still engaging with them, because again, that is the content. I still have 75 members, and I was monetized in 2020. Some of them don't even come to my channel, but guess what? Their money always hit. No lie, like I'm serious. And no, I don't even come to the channel as much as I do. That's my sister. I don't need to go to channel for club. But is my membership still active?
It is.
And if you like somebody like that, you don't like, I know that's $6, $5, whatever it is. I know it's going, and you know that that person is gonna do what they're supposed to do. So make sure you're doing that. Also about bad blood. You may put out a video. And you didn't get that video didn't even get 10 minutes. You could have said that in 3. You don't even have to respond to stuff like that because there are people who are keyboard bullies and they just want to get a rise out of it. So you don't even have to interact or respond because people just they don't want to see you win, or they don't want to see you win bigger than them. Like, I help, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you the truth. Me and I track, okay? They told me about this, and they trying to get monetized. You can ask them if they're right here. And I said, y'all gonna be monetized by March. And they're like, no, and so I'm like, no, you're not. And then they got monetized. And now we family. So you don't know what your relationship is gonna be until it can be good or it can be bad.
And we your cousin.
Shut up.
We have a couple questions. I know we got Etta, then Kayla, and then we're going to wrap it up.
For all of those that are extremely successful with your shorts, do you have a particular app that you would like to share to help those that are not successful with their shorts?
We went on that big bloggers cruise and we met a gentleman by the name of Briggs, the world according to Briggs, and he has 1 million subscribers. And we was in the club with him having drinks and all this stuff, and he told us about the shorts. And I did it the other day when we was in Freeport on Margaritaville. He was like, you can do a short and don't even make it a big short or whatever. He was like, do your short and say where you are, pop something real fast. It's just like that. The other day we was at the beach and I had a coconut with like a Bahama mama in it. And I was like, we're in Freeport, Bahamas. I turned it on to the beach. It might have been whatever seconds. Literally in an hour, it had 1,000 views. If you look at his channel, World According to Briggs, he was like, you can just say 1 or 2 simple words. Don't do a whole lot of stuff, but so he'll be like, where we're going tomorrow. We could be like Half Moon Cay, Bahamas, and just do a quick pan. So you put Half Moon Cay, Bahamas, and for some reason it's going to pan out there. And he does that, and I follow his channel. He does a lot of countdown type of videos or whatever. But he was like, this is what works. He was like, it has to be simple, it has to be precise. Don't do a whole bunch of stuff. But if you're somewhere, if you want somebody to just sort of see you for a few minutes, do something like that. I did it the other day. Freeport, Bahamas, real fast, and in like an hour it was over 1,000 views. And it just helped. So he was like, just make sure, and then utilizing the tags for where you are or whatever. But if you're doing something, you could be like Carnival Conquest in the casino, paying the casino. Somebody out there want to see what the casino on Carnival Conquest looks like, and for whatever reason, YouTube is going to throw it out there. So this is from somebody with over 1 million subscribers. Is what he said to do. So
thank you, Edna.
Yeah.
No, I just basically said those that are successful with shorts. Would you like to share if you are using an app for those who are not successful in shorts?
Are you using an app or are you just using?
Are you using
YouTube?
an app to make your shorts?
To create it.
Yeah, to create your shorts.
Okay.
Because some use long form content, some have long form content, and they have apps to create shorts out of that long form content.
CapCut actually has templates where you can drop in your videos or pictures, like 10, 8, 5, whatever, however many you want, and it just drops them in, and it creates a whole video for you on CapCut. That's one way to do it.
So what we do is we actually use TikTok. I use TikTok to edit the short and then put it into YouTube because YouTube doesn't have any features.
And question, do you use the app to remove the watermark for TikTok?
Snaptic.
That's
Whoa.
what I was just saying.
What is
You
it?
have different apps.
He uses a different one.
I use TikTok.
Snaptic. Snaptic is for Android, but if you have an iPhone, it's probably better.
You said, what is the Android one?
Snap Tick.
To take
Hey,
water
that's
to.
segregation. This Apple and Android stuff gotta stop today. It gotta stop today. All right.
I will share something about like
So people do stuff on TikTok.
And then change you remove the watermark.
If you want to find a trending video, go to TikTok. You will find the trending videos. Anything that's going to trend out on other platforms will start on TikTok. Okay? The next thing, on Instagram, there's like a little like arrow that goes up like this, like diagonal. That tells you that the song or that music is like trending at that moment. So if you use it, then it'll push it out quicker.
Oh, I need to put that video
Anything
on
that is not going to be a trending song at that moment. Also, too, when you're on like Instagram and you're getting ready to do your reels, the first songs right there are the ones that are used the most for any type of like reel. So if you want to push out your reel, you want to use those types of songs. The same on TikTok. The regular new releases are the ones, or the viral ones are the ones that are going to be pushing out more. So,
Thanks, Ryan. You had something, Caleb?
My question got answered. I'm gonna keep shining.
Why we need to know where it was?
They answered it. It was Edna. Edna answered it.
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't used this, but I want to know if anybody has used it since y'all talking about pushing stuff out to all 3 different platforms at the same time. I saw this video about this, and I don't know if it's the app. It's called Metrical. Has anyone heard of it or tried it? Was it for? It is for pushing out. Anyway.
And turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my Carnival experiences.